I'm just over here, just doing my nice and beautiful content over here, and I'm learning very quickly about life and art. I'm learning the art of persuasion. I'm learning how to have popularity today in life. And what I need to do over here in terms of life is go straight for popularity, and I need to go and dwell upon helping myself to do that for myself. So I'm actually understanding what I do is I keep going, and I'm learning very quickly about life in the midst of everything. I'm focusing on helping myself to deliver content. So what I want to do is put the instrumental over here, and I want to make sure I actually want to put my photo. I want to put my photo in the middle. I have to put my photo in the middle of that. So it's more how I feel, and how I feel is different. So I just go my designs over here, and my designs. Save as my design over here. See, I wonder why my design never did come up and show for it. So it's much more how I feel. So what I need to do is I need to go and showcase my photo to be in the photo over here. I need to help myself to put my photo in the midst of it. And a little bit that way. And let's have a try. Let's have a go. Let's have a go about that one. So I'm understanding I'm just exporting my music content over here. I'm exporting different scenarios over here. So I want to see straight away what's going on, and I want to check out the profile mix. And there we go. Now I see now it's working. So what I want to do is always check Canva before I start doing UCut export. And I want to check the Canva photo inside my phone as shown before I start export with my phones through UCut. And I'm learning, guys, I'm learning quickly about helping myself to improve. But if you want popularity in this life, it's very easy to get popularity. All you have to do is get on television. If you're willing to get on television, then you can be popular. It's that simple. Although you have to be performing in front of live crowds, you have to be in front of television and performing in front of people to be popular. That's all it is. And that's how you actually grow yourself. So when I go on Kim Kardashian's profile, see, she has 248 million followers. I see Kim Kardashian. So it's more how you can see straight away how you need to go and grow yourself. See, if you want to really grow yourself, then you have to show for it. You have to do a great job for yourself. And you have to do something to love your life differently, and that's how you have to show for it differently, yeah? So anyway, so as I'm growing myself differently, I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning very quickly about understanding straight away how to grow myself. So what I want to do is help myself to find something much greater. So what I'm doing is going into UCut export here, and I'm showing for it. I'm showing for greater way of life over here. And I'm showing myself to have a great time for myself. So I'm making sure that I upload my instrumental. And that way I'm learning very quickly about life. So anyway, so that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about life. So it's much more how I'm always investing in myself, but I'm feeling my way that I'm learning very quickly about how I can do my life greater. But I have a different lifestyle. I see my life is different to other people. And I have to go throughout life differently. I understand everybody gets a different set of cards in life. And you have to respect that. You have to go for a greater way of life for yourself as well. And it's just the way it is. So it's actually working out for me now. So I'm checking out the weather. I'm seeing to see how much the weather is now. I'd say it's 12 degrees outside. And it's actually cold. So I'm looking to see straight away that it's 1 hour rule for me today. And I'm looking to upload my instrumental piece. So once I upload my instrumental piece, I can go and do my guitar mix. And then I can have a trumpet mix as well without guitars. And it's much more how I just do the guitar mix. So it's much more how I need to go and grow myself now. And I upload this one over here. And it's more how it is. I upload this to YouTube. And just say over here, I say Daniel Milivojevic. Say Daniel Milivojevic. I hit the jackpot instrumental mix. I hit the jackpot mix. And I'm learning very much more differently than everybody else how to invest my money now. I'm becoming a better investor over time. I'm understanding that you are where you put your money in life. I mean, do you understand? I mean, you are exactly the person that you put your money on. So where your money goes is who you are in life. And it's just that simple. I'm learning very quickly about life over here. I'm learning to help myself to deliver content. So it's more how it is. So I'm helping myself to improve. So what I need to do is help myself to grow myself differently and to have way forward and to have a way forward to grow myself. But on YouTube, people can be, let's say, an inspiration always now about my mixes. See, it's more how it is. And there we go. See, now what I want to do is I want to print the guitar mix. I want to make a guitar mix. So let's have a look at this. See, it's much more how I feel. And the trumpet is right here. These are trumpet mixes. So there's a saxophone there. See saxophone. See now that's the instrumental. See now that's instrumental guitar mix. So I want to go and perform it because it's something. Say over here, I'll just say guitar mix. Say guitar mix. Say instrumental track. I'll go and print the instrumental track over here. I print the instrument. I do the instrumental piece of music, and then I want to do the nice and beautiful. What else? I want to do the guitar mix, and I want to do the vocal mix with the guitar.
They don't know it yet. You and they don't know it, but they will find out. You just don't care and you do what you want. You play with people like you're playing with cards. You can't afford them and you throw them out. You don't realize you're losing your soul, searching that you're winning. Pull the lever, hit the jackpot, keep thinking you're the lucky one. You're not. No, but they will find out. You play with people like you're playing with cards. You don't realize you're losing yourself, certain that you're winning. Keep thinking you're the lucky one. You're not. You play with people like you're playing with cards. You can't afford them and you throw them out. You don't realize you're losing your soul, certain that you're winning. Pull the lever, hit the jackpot, keep thinking you're the lucky one. You're not.
So it's a vocal mix, so it's a guitar mix. So I go and upload that. I just say vocal track. Say vocal track. And why not? I mean, why not? I mean, it's a bit extra, but why not do an extra mile, huh? Do an extra mile, and that's it. Or should just upload that. Or should, now the trumpet mix is something different. Just firstly upload that nice and beautiful pace, but I upload at 130. I upload that at 130 BPM. See, 130 BPM.
They don't know it yet.
See, let it be. I see, let it be 130 BPM. See, originally it's meant to be 145 BPM.
They don't know it yet, but they're gonna find out.
See, let it be at 130 BPM now. I apologize for that, but guess what? Brush it, no. Brush it a little bit that way. See, you do what you want. See, you throw them out. See, oh, you throw them out. I see. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm uploading my guitar mix. into Mega Drive. I'm throwing my guitar mix into Mega Drive. And I'm learning much more about life in the mix. I'm doing is different. So I'm learning something different in the meantime. It's much more how it is. So I'm learning quicker and quicker how to just go and do my content much greater. So it's much more how I have a playlist on YouTube, and I'm learning to just do my tracks. I'm learning to help myself to grow differently. So no matter what I'm learning in the art of the process. I'm learning to have myself a great time. So I'm investing back into my business. I'm putting money into my business. So it's much more how I feel that I need to go and get myself some stuff from Officeworks. So if I go now, it's the best time to go now. See, it's much more how I feel that no matter what, I'm learning something different. I have to be on top of my content. I have to be on top of myself over here. So it's much more how I feel that I'm doing this all to inspire you who may never watch me. For sure, you guys definitely are watching me, but I'm doing as much as I can over here. I'm putting my content up for grabs as much as possible, and I'm learning how my life is moving on. I'm moving on with the times. So no matter what, I'm learning how to quickly just upload some versions of Leo Bar music track with different scenarios, and I'm learning very quickly about life quickly, and that way I'm learning much more how to improve myself. So there's all these different types of mixes I've done with Leo Bar that I understand straight away how that is all done, and I have to show myself over here that I can just let it be. I'll let it be, but it's more how I feel that I've done all these different types of mixes to learn from it. I've learned something along the way about that, and I'm learning how to humanize my music as well to make it more realistic. So what I want to do now is help myself to do greater, and I have to color my life with words. I have to color my life with words. I have to put my words out there. I have to be strong about my words. So it's more how it is. So no matter what, I'm learning to become the best version of myself. So I'm learning to go on Mega Drive now and upload and download my music over here. So which one is it? I see now. We have to see. I see guitar mix. See, it's this one and this one. I understand straight away that what I'm doing over here is I'm learning to organize everything, and I have to organize everything. I have to prepare everything to a great degree to show myself and to showcase my music production and to showcase it all much better. That's more how it is. I have to learn from it, and I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how I'm learning how I'm learning. I'm learning to help myself to do a greater job. Say full. I'm learning to help myself to do greater. And I'm doing a great job for myself. I say over here, I say Leo bar. Say Leo. Say Leo bar. Local guitar mix. I see now, the key to improving myself, I understand, is just talking more words. But the reason I'm much more successful is because I did go around Australia. I did try to go around Australia, and I made it across Australia. And I understand that is a personal achievement that I've done. And why do you care about this? First, you have to care because it's much more blessing. It's much more of a blessing to care, but also because I'm somebody who understands something around how I did travel around the world in terms of Australia with what I had from the Centrelink of Government Australia, and I'm learning very quickly about how to prosper and how to achieve much more success for myself. And I'm learning how to have a great time with myself in the process. So I'm learning very quickly about life, and it's much more how I feel. It's much more how I feel. And you guys have to understand straight away how you guys need to grow yourself. So this is vocal mix. But because I did go around Australia, I'm much more, let's say, doing much greater. Why am I doing much greater? Because I have a beautiful opportunity for myself to do a greater job with myself. And I just say vocal, say vocal mix. I have a greater opportunity with myself to do a greater mix for myself, to explain much more of what I need to do. I'm learning from it. I'm learning from becoming a star. I'm learning what it means to love life. I'm learning exactly how I need to grow myself in different ways. I'm learning. It's a little bar. I'm learning how to actually become much more. So because I did go around Australia, I understand my life is doing much greater now than before, because I'm learning much more quicker about the notion of life, because I'm at least nicely and beautifully able to go and study upon life much greater. I'm able to do life much better than ever before. And learning the process of life. I'm learning how to have different types of ways of improving myself. And that way I'm learning quicker. I'm learning quicker the different art of becoming the best version of myself. And that's it. I'm learning the different art of everything that I'm doing. And I'm learning to help myself to improve myself. So because I did go around Australia, I understand that I did miss out on my dad for quite some time. In terms of around 2 years, I did miss out on my dad. But I learned quickly that family's more, and it's more to have family. But is it really? Actually, it's more to have family than travel. I asked Jesus Christ about that one. Actually, Jesus Christ says, yeah, actually, it's more to have Jesus Christ's mother than it is to travel around the world, yeah? I promise you. I promise you, although I'm learning to have myself a great time. I'm doing myself a favor. I'm helping myself move forward. I'm loving myself in the process. And I feel I'm doing everything that I can to succeed. I'm learning how popular I can become. I can become very popular in life. But what I need to do to become popular is far market myself more. And I have to market myself more to you people so that I can become somebody. So what do I need to do to market myself? I need to, first of all, I need to pour more money into the business. I have to pour more money into the business. And I have to advertise myself more in front of you. So I have to put more into paid marketing promotions. And that's it. Or I have to put more into paid work. So I have to put myself on magazines. I have to put myself on billboards. I have to put myself on banners. I have to put myself on business cards. I have to advertise my Instagram with Instagram ads and YouTube ads around my business. And I have to pour money into it. And that way, you guys suddenly had Danny Milivojevic. And now, that's the thing. Probably if you're never willing to do it, then how do you become a rising star then? I mean, you understand? Probably you have to pour money into your business. Probably that's the only way forward. And once you understand that, probably then it's all straightforward from that point. Probably you just realize quickly on that money comes to those who go and advertise themselves, yeah? And you have to advertise yourself in your business. I mean, you have to advertise your business in different ways, so you have to grow yourself in your business. And that's what I'm doing on YouTube. That's what I'm doing on YouTube. Is I'm advertising my business. I'm advertising who I am. I'm advertising how good I am. I'm advertising my music and my life. But why? I mean, what's it of any interest to you? I promise you, I may inspire you. And that's it. I promise you, I inspire many people. So no matter what I'm doing a great job for myself. I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning to help myself to succeed differently. I'm learning to go and just move through the motions of helping myself to upload all of my music online. So I'm learning to help myself to love my life. So since I'm actually helping myself to move life much greater, I'm learning to have myself a great time in the process of what I'm doing. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to help myself in the midst of everything. I'm learning to move forward. I'm learning to help myself to grow. And I'm moving forward now, especially. And how do I move forward? I move forward through just talking words to you all day long. That's it. That's the only way I move forward and understand straight away how I feel around life. And what I need to do is talk more words regardless. And I need to reach for the stars. I need to reach for more words. I promise you, anytime I feel like sleeping out of nowhere to just waste time, that is when I need to go and talk more words. And just record myself and talk more words. Because recently I slept twice, 12 hours each time. And I could have done a lot of reading in that time. I mean, you're saying I could have read something. I could have read some books in that time. I could have become smarter. in a sense. So no matter what I'm doing, as I'm learning to move forward in my business. So I definitely did create some music tracks that is worth listening to. But you have to understand, and all my music tracks are worth listening to because they're all my music tracks, and it's much more how I feel. So I'm learning to help myself to deliver content. I'm learning to advertise myself on YouTube, and I'm doing a great job. I'm doing a great job for myself because that's how it is. I mean, you guys have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel great. I say Danny Milivojevic, FT, Leo Bar. I hit the jackpot. Guitar mix. I'll just say vocal guitar mix. And that way you guys understand straight away how I feel. I'll say vocal guitar mix. See guys, true business starts when you start promoting yourself with money. I say vocal guitar mix. So vocal guitar mix till I hit the jackpot. And you guys have to understand straight away to love your life. So what I understand straight away about my business moving forward is I've done everything nicely when I went on my 29th birthday to acquire myself to dwell upon making a seminar for myself. I've done everything I could on that day to make some money on that day, but people never had money to give me, first of all. But I did advertise myself to people, and now the advertising is always done. It's always there, and it's always working for me. But there's only so much that you can advertise yourself with. So you just have to live with the fact that you have to be popular to the amount that you are popular. But on your YouTube channel, of course, you're going to be a YouTube star on your YouTube channel. When it's your YouTube channel and people watching your YouTube channel, of course, you're the star. Of course. And I'm understanding that. I'll go and upload. I have to go and get my instrumental mix now. I'll make a design over here. And I'm learning very quickly about life, so I can do greater for myself. So let's have a look. I'll change the color. Let's go pink. I just say guitar mix. Say instrumental. Say instrumental. Say instrumental. Say instrumental. Guitar mix. I'll take off Leo Bar signature because it's just my guitar mix. A little bit that way. A little bit that way. I'll move up. I can add it, but nah, I'll just move on. I'll cancel this. I'll put some nice and beautiful new photos on it. I have my new upload photos over here. I'm learning very quickly to love my life differently, and it's all different for me. Let's change the color up. And let's have a look at red. Red's much better. And let's have a look. a little bit that way. And pink goes into red, guys. I mean, anyway. Whereas what I'm doing over here is I'm learning to just upload my YouTube videos. I'm uploading my Leo bar sounds. And people have no time to watch it. They have time to follow you though. Everybody has time to follow you, but nobody has time to consume your content much throughout life. I mean, do you understand? You must understand that life is quick to an ocean. And you have to be quick for life, and you have to be doing something quickly. So for myself at least, it's just performing out in terms of performing in videos and doing these nice and beautiful mixes and stuff like that. And I'm pouring money into my business. So for now, my nice and beautiful next 4 months is full of music production, and it's full of just 1 hour rule and 1 hour rule and music production, 1 hour rule and music production. And what am I to expect from this? I mean, what am I going to do with this? I can go to nightclubs eventually. I can go and be in front of people eventually. I can do mixes in front of people. I can do something in front of people to become popular. I can definitely do that. And it's more how it is. So let's have a look at this one over here, which is instrumental track. So that's the one. So that's just a guitar mix. I'm learning how to help myself in the process. And I'm learning how to become even better than other people in the process of what's going on. I shook the hand of a person who's jealous of me. I understand, because guess what? Actually, that's how I'm much better in terms of attitude. I have a better attitude than that person. I understand? Actually, and it's more how there's no jealousy at all when you shake somebody's hand. But try to never shake people's hand, and try to be silent with people totally. And I always say this, but when you go silently throughout life, when you go the silent road, you feel totally alone, that you have nobody except yourself. And some people never even have themselves, because they're unaware of how to do that. But if you go the silent way, that's the longest way. But the longest way to live life, in this life, is to go silently throughout life, to go the silent way throughout life. And that way you'll enjoy yourself much greater, and you'll have a greater time with yourself in the process of everything. So I'm not saying how people are marketing themselves, and they're doing a great job. I can see straight away how I'm learning very quickly about how to go about marketing myself. But all I can afford to do right now in terms of marketing is business card promotions. And for free. Free advertising and business card promotions. That's all I can do. I can do paid advertisements on Instagram. I can do that. I mean, that's $10 a day, which is 200. I mean, that's something to think about. But I realized something. I realized if I do that, I'd rather just advertise myself around Sydney, Australia. And it's much more how it is. Because I did do Instagram ads before, and they'll work out for me. Guess what? It did bring in a crowd. Instagram ads did bring in a crowd for me, but then again, I have to do a greater job. I say over here, I have to go and do free advertisements. I do free promotions. I say Danny Milivojevic. I say I hit the jackpot guitar instrumental mix. I see, so it's much more how it is. I'm learning the different aspects of life. I'm learning differently how business is orchestrating around my life. I'm learning how to succumb to a greater way of enjoyment. I'm learning to have myself a great time. So that's how I feel. How I feel is different. I'm enjoying myself in the process anyway. So that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I'm learning how quickly I'm enjoying myself. And since I'm enjoying myself, I'm learning quickly to love my life. So I need to go and grow myself differently. And that's how I feel. And since I feel this way, I'm learning quickly about life. I'm learning to have an escape route much greater. And that way, I'm learning. I have these nice and beautiful mixes. So what I do on YouTube, in terms of my Mega Drive now, is I have to go and create these nice and beautiful mixes. And I have to put myself into a nice and beautiful mix over here. Say this is my mixes over here. So let's have a look. My 2020 album, I hit the jackpot. Say current soundtrack. Say current mixes. Say I put the date 29/08/2021. So I put a dash. See, anyway, and what else is this over here? So this is something different. This is instrumental mix of what? So this is all one track. This is all one track over here. So this is over here in terms of life over here. So this is full mix. Say full mix. Say full mix. And the other one's a guitar mix. So this other one's a guitar mix. So a little bit that way. Unfortunately, there's a lot of work to do, guys. And you have to become somebody. So you have to be doing your mixes and you have to be doing something around life. So a little bit that way. I'm looking for a better way of life.
Welcome back to the National Hurricane Center. This is Ken Graham.
I'm looking to help myself to deliver a nice and beautiful story. So what I want to do is help myself to deliver content. So since I'm actually understanding that I went online to upload my mixes, and now I can go to the store and get myself food and drinks. And now what do I want to eat today? Actually, I have soy milk and Weet-Bix. And also what else? Actually noodles. And eat some noodles. And what else? Actually, I can eat some lentils. red kidney beans. I have a notion over here. I'm stepping up to the equation to go to Officeworks today, and I'll just go to Officeworks very soon, and I'll just get ready to go to Officeworks, and that way I'm learning very quickly about life. But now I'm just working. I'm working on myself, but there's so much to do. I mean, guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I feel. That no matter what, that I'm boosting up my popularity on YouTube and Instagram. I promise you, when you come to my Instagram and YouTube, I'm popular. I'm popular in your life when I'm always in your face. And how do I become always in your face? I have to advertise myself in front of you. First, that's it. I have to advertise my business in front of you. And that's it. I promise you. And I have that for free, long term. I have free promotion of my life for free on YouTube. So people can always come and check it out on YouTube. But people aren't aware of me. Personally, aren't aware, but somebody can stroll into my YouTube account somewhere and say, "Who's Danny Milivojevic? I mean, let's study this guy." I mean, yes, and eventually, I mean, how do I become popular? I have to be in front of crowds eventually, and I have to prepare for that. I have to prepare for myself to be playing music in front of crowds. And that's it. I promise you, it's much more how I feel. I'm learning how to do life much greater. I'm learning how to understand straight away that no matter what, that my life is different. But I have to live in the notion that other people are more popular than me. And that's it. Kim Kardashian has 248 million people following her on Instagram. See Cristiano Ronaldo has 334 million followers. So he's more popular. See 300. See many followers. I see per post. I see Cristiano Ronaldo per post has 290,000 comments per post. I mean, you can just feel. I mean, on average, 60,000 comments per post. I mean, do you understand? I mean, it's more how it is. And it's very popular. So Kim Kardashian has 248 million followers. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, Danny Milivojevic has less than 1,000 followers. And why is that? Well, it's just the way it is. But I can see how it turns out. I can see straight away my life is different. Because they are unaware of me. But they're unaware of me, and first they're aware of the other people. I mean, understand? But how can I become much more popular? I ask Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ says, go the freeway and paid promotions. I can see straight away how to become more popular. But it's much more how much can I afford to do life this way to get some popularity. But it's much more, I'm understanding anyway. I'm understanding my life. And I'm doing all this YouTube stuff and everything for what? I'm doing it for Danny Milivojevic legacy. I'm learning how there's a hurricane coming up in America over there. And that's how I feel. So anyway, so my YouTube channel and everything I'm doing on YouTube channel is excellent. I'm learning how to grow myself on YouTube. I'm learning to actually help myself to grow myself differently, and I'm learning to understand straight away how I feel. So as I feel different, I'm looking for different ways to do life. But people never want to follow you much in terms of, I'm getting results, but they never want to follow you much in terms of online. And what you have to do to get yourself engagement on social media today is to put advertisements on YouTube and Instagram, and put advertisements and put money in advertisements. And every single day, you always have engagement on your YouTube channel and on your Instagram posts and stuff like that. So it's more how it is. First, you must understand. But Cristiano Ronaldo and Kim Kardashian have free advertisements. And now, is it for free? First, it's for free. Although, I promise you that Kim Kardashian's pouring more money into advertising herself with paid promotions than Cristiano Ronaldo. And Cristiano Ronaldo has more free advertisements, of course, because people are sponsoring him. I mean, you understand? So it's much more how I see straight away. I'm getting results, but pouring this money into Instagram now and getting paid promotion now to get much more popular now. Actually, now's the best time. But now's the best time always. But I'm understanding something a little bit that way. I'm understanding the freeway is something different. I'm looking to see straight away how I can grow. I'm looking to see exactly how I need to grow myself differently. And I'm learning very quickly about making people aware of me. But that's why I'm doing busking performances in front of people. And people are aware of me in terms of busking performances. But they're aware of me. But they just never want to follow me much. But they're aware of me. But I understand that. So I'm understanding straight away that it's more how they never want to follow me on social media. But they follow me on social media, but they never want to make it evident that they follow me. So I'm learning something quickly. I'm learning the quick notion of life. I'm learning to help myself to love life anyway. So it's much more how I can expand worldwide. Somehow I can do something to expand worldwide. And it's much more on social media. And on social media you just have the people following you. And you're a star online. And that's it. See guys, so in order for you to become popular online today, you have to understand that it's much more how it is. That you must be on TV promoting yourself, such as Cristiano Ronaldo is. So Cristiano Ronaldo has many followers on Instagram, and almost every freaking person on Instagram is following him. I mean, 1 in 4 people on Instagram is following him. I mean, you understand? I mean, there's how many users on Instagram today? Actually, like 1 billion. And 300 million and 330 million people are following Cristiano Ronaldo. So if you look at 7.8 billion people, that's how much people? So 1 billion is, I mean, let's say 5% of the world is following him right now. I mean, do you understand? And he's on every single television possible out there. I mean, you understand? I mean, you have to understand that it's just that way. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, that's everything you ever want to be in terms of life. But there's so much more. And Cristiano Ronaldo is vegan as well. And he's vegan as well. And he has a great body too. Well, she's vegan and has a great body and has a different lifestyle. But there's no excuses. And there's no excuse for why you cannot do that. Although I at least speak Balkan. I at least speak Balkan language. But he speaks Portuguese and Spanish. I understand? Although that's how it is. And I'm learning very quickly about life. And as I go and dwell upon life, I'm learning how it's much more how it is. But he's never had my lifestyle though. Or she's never had my lifestyle. I had a different lifestyle. I grew up with different people. I grew up in a different area. But is there excuses? Apparently no excuses. Apparently, although that's just the way it is. Apparently now, is he the most successful man out there? Apparently no. Apparently there's somebody more successful than him. Apparently there's somebody that has more wives than him. Apparently there's somebody that has more, let's say, success than him in every single area. I promise you. Now, let's have a look at Messi. There's Lionel Messi. How many people follow him? Say Messi. See Leo Messi. See 257 million followers for Messi. He's more popular than Kim Kardashian online. So I'm understanding straight away how can you catch up to these people. I mean, there's no chance. So go free advertising. I mean, there's no chance to catch up to these people. I mean, yes, but is there a chance? I ask Jesus Christ, is there a chance for me to catch up to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Or Jesus Christ says there is a chance always. Or there's always a chance that you can do something far greater. I said, let's go look at what's his name, Musk. Say Elon Musk. Say Elon Musk. Say Elon Musk, but Elon Musk has no social media profile. Say Bill Gates. Say Bill Gates. Say Bill Gates. Say this is Bill Gates. So Bill Gates has 6.8 million followers. And he's one of the richest people in the world. I mean, you see? I mean, it's more how it is. And Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of Instagram. See, Mark Zuckerberg's the owner of Instagram. And he has 7.9 million followers. I mean, you see? So it's more how it is. See, anyway, so it's much more how you guys need to grow yourself anyway. And you need to grow yourself in the way that you're talking about doing greater. And that's how it is. I mean, you guys need to control yourselves. And you need to find greater strength and vigor in terms of life happening for you always in different ways to make sure that you're successful, yeah? Rosh, that's how it is. Roshi, now let's go. Roshi, let's go and do this now. Hello. Roshi, now I'm learning how much advertisement I put into my business. I put so much advertisement into my business. Hello. Roshi, it's much more how I feel. That I put advertisement into my business moving forward with the nice and beautiful basketball performances, but look at my results. I mean, my results are just the way they are. And I put also money into paid advertising with Instagram. And it's much more how it is as well. But in order to get famous and in order to get somewhere quicker in life, you can get yourself up and above people with people following you. Or actually, it's not sure how then you can go worldwide. and you can advertise yourself. But how do you advertise yourself in business? I mean, that's what I'm asking for. Actually, it's more how it is. And you have to grow yourself anyway. So what I need to do is get myself my vaccine. I have to get myself my vaccine. So it's much more how different I am. I'm very different. And I speak the word I into people. And I speak my word I into life. And I come back to the word I at least. And that's something that everybody else lacks, except I. I never lack this ability to speak the word I. I never cut the word I out anymore. I'm very positive. I'm very positive in my life, especially. But it's more how I need to grow myself. I need to grow myself differently, yeah? And you guys need to help yourselves to grow. That's what you need to do. See, that's what you need to do.